Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 5 of the Golden Spiral series. Today we have Giedrius. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. I'll ask him. Giedrius Litevka. I don't remember where he said exactly he was from, but it's 8 hours ahead of us, so he's somewhere in Europe. So, again, if you would like access to the second half of all of these shows, it's patreon.com/snailshow. So you'll get access to all the past ones too. $6 a month. Giedrius has a Patreon as well, which I will also share in the description box. So, see if he's around. It looks like we're going to talk about... Hi, go baby. You want to come say hi? Come on. Come on. Come on, kitty cat. Echo and Spasm just got access to the office, so they have lots of exploring to do. Yeah? Okay. You want some cherries? So we are going to be talking about natural versus synthetic lifestyle and food, and also authentic mind versus hive mind. It's a pretty large duality that is currently being exacerbated on the world stage. Michael Flynn. Michael Flynn says the future is bright. He says the future is so much brighter than people can imagine. Nothing about what we are going through is normal, and the reason for this is we are on the precipice of a new era. This is why you are experiencing so many challenges. This is why you have been tested and trained. The Cabal had nearly unchallenged authority before this generation. All that is changing, and we aren't going back. Keep this in mind whenever you struggle. These birth pains are not in vain. Alright, it looks like Giedrius is here. So let's get this show on the road. Hello. Can you hear me? There you are. How are you doing, Giedrius?
I'm alright, and you?
I'm doing well. I see you're out in the forest or something.
I'm having collecting herbs. I'm herbalist.
You're collecting herbs?
Herbs.
Okay.
Yeah, in Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Nice. What type of herbs do you collect?
It depends on the area, but mostly let's say here, what I find is Romero, they call it, which is rosemary, wild rosemary.
Rosemary?
Yeah, rosemary.
Okay. Nice.
In a different country, it's different name. Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
rosemary here.
But you see, the thing is that it depends where it grows. It depends. I mean, what kind of mineral it's taking and the environment. Because you can either grow it in pot at home.
Right.
But you're not gonna get like this power. Like if it's not gonna get, let's say, gold or platinum or another. You know what I mean? Like there is
It's got the
minerals.
natural minerals.
Yeah, but it's not just natural. Natural minerals are right, like calcium, silica, let's say, because there is loads of silica in the mountains, let's say, or loads of silica in the stone. But the thing is that if there is no minerals like gold and precious high frequency metals in the soil where the herbs grow, they are growing, but they are like empty vessels, like they are not building up organic versions of these metals inside them.
Are you saying it's that case at home, like in the pot, or are you saying even out in the woods, it's not, they're not getting access to those precious metals?
No, what I mean that when the plant is growing, it needs the precious metals
Uh-huh.
in the soil. So in the wild, where there are rocks, if the rocks consist of metals and minerals, like it depends on the area and depends what kind of soil or what kind of like rocks there is.
Mm-hmm.
So in some areas there is rocks, they have no value, they are empty, like maybe some kind of some nothing inside. But there is some places where the rocks, they are like pumped with like properly, like how do you think where all these cars
I
which
see.
we see around, and all the drones they're building now, all the electric cars, where they getting the metal from? Like I mean the planes, everything, all the world is built, all the cities are built. Where did they get the mineral, the metal? For sure is why the name is Rockefeller. The rocks they fell, isn't it?
Mm.
For example, Elon Musk family, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they are miners, the miners, yeah. So biggest mines like belong to them, like, and so that's why you can build a spaceship. When you have something to build it from, how are you gonna build a spaceship?
Right.
So, but the spaceship is our body as well, and it's got the mind and it's got the brain
Mm-hmm.
and the minerals we need for our mind to be able to work and see, not just to survive or look for the, fear and
Look for dollars.
sometimes, huh?
Looking for dollars. Or I guess
Looking for,
euros or whatever. What currency does Portugal use? Is it the euro?
yeah, euros you use, yeah.
Yeah. There's
So
never enough, right? Never enough euros.
it depends on the being. For example, my life is not based on the money.
Mm-hmm.
I base on real values, because money is only after the value, after the thing. There is a thing and then you value it, and
Mm-hmm.
then how much money, let's say. So first of all, there is a thing. Later there is money. So I'm living my life based on real things,
Right.
and I'm not looking at the prices. I value at real values. I see the value and I value, what is got.
Yep.
Let's say there is this substance shilajit. Maybe you ever heard about it, mumio.
What's it called?
Shilajit, mineral like
Shilajit.
base.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I work with this like many years. So this substance now is gonna become more expensive. It's gonna become more expensive, and it's gonna become more expensive and more hard to find. More hard to find. It's gonna low quality and it's gonna go down and down, because when people are gonna start to realize that this substance is actually really powerful, it's giving you strength, and suddenly starts to disappear. Suddenly the price goes up. Like in England, you already can buy the Shilajit 100 grams packet. It's cost £700 in Harrods. Now you go online, type in Shilajit Harrods, you're gonna find the packet is gonna cost £700. Now, why it cost just like 10 years ago, just few quid, because because people didn't see it as value, but I already see it. I see like, wow, this is really powerful. I take it like I see, wow, this is value. And people, oh, this is some people they say this is a bird shit, oh, this is like a monkey shit or something. This is from me. Oh, this stinks, awful. What a horrible. But later, oh, 700 pounds, 400 grams. Okay, so you see, like this world is like that. It's like so the money is money, but the values are values. Like the
right. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the worth of itself is first, and then money is quantifying, right? It's a quantification of value, but
money is all the time. It's like so the creator is creating something. It's not. So when I'm creating something, I'm not thinking about the money. I'm thinking about the thing I'm creating.
Mm-hmm.
Later, I know money is gonna follow if I'm gonna do something nice, isn't it? Because it's natural like that. Right. But people lost that feeling probably because they're like, oh, now I can make money or something. I have this opportunity. And actually, that's why the quality went down of the foods. That's why the quality went down of foods and everything. Why? Right. Because they started to make money and forgot what they're doing actually.
Yep. That's 95% of the people, maybe 90. I don't know the exact number. Most people think money is actually valuable. Like they think this thing has actual value, and it kind of does in a sense, but it's just a tool. It's not anything more than that.
It's like it's a tool, and it's like a representation of our energy or our time or our intellect or whatever part was can convert it into many things. It's like a converting, but the thing is like people they forgot. They lost the mind probably that the money is just like a label on top of like the value. Sort of we're gonna represent the value, some value. So it's just a label. It's label. There must be something behind it. But now there is one thing like a crypto.
Mm-hmm.
So this is becoming next one. Hidden. It's hidden. So this one is a bit different. For example. What you want, you're gonna get. This is what I see in karma. Karma works like that. What you want or what you're interested in, you're gonna get it.
Right.
So people, for example, want to escape the matrix. Let's say, oh, this is the matrix. Someone's attacking me. Someone wants to put the vaccine. But they want money at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But money belongs to the matrix. So. Can be thoughts, like they against each other. So they want to be free, but they want money at the same time. So it's no possibility. Because those two things are just too much connected together. What you was like, because why I just want to find out why I went into this comparing this. Because we're gonna talk a little bit about of the matrix thing, and it's good that we touch the money. But what you asked me just recently, and I moved the subject a little bit.
What did I ask you about?
I don't know. I forgot. You asked me something. I started, but I wanted to connect something.
Oh, I think I was just talking about how people in their minds have flipped. It's supposed to be there's a thing, there is value, and then the money comes after.
Very, very, very important. Very important. So now we're gonna flip it back now with this call. I think we're gonna flip it back. People need to realize that you can live in a fantasy world or you can live in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So crypto is gonna go into this sort of completely like hidden and completely unreal. Like we're gonna go because the money was like a gold star, like gold, maybe a piece of gold. Later into the paper, later into the digital, isn't it? Like a digital, like a card or something. Like you already cannot touch it. And now it's gonna crypto completely disappear, and it's gonna be somewhere. So now think about it, in the cloud, somewhere, something. So think about it now. What you want, you're gonna get. Okay, there is karma. You want money, yeah. Okay. When the money was like gold standard, it was not too bad. That's what you want money, you get gold and things like that. Okay, when there was money like a paper, you still want money. You still could get some like a suitcase of money and go for a trip or something like that. But now, let's say now you want money. It's going to be hidden somewhere. It's going to be completely... And when you're going to want it, you're going to arrive in the matrix, in the new matrix. Because that wish, that want, is delivering you where it is hidden. Wherever the money is, you're going to arrive there after, like, inside the computer game. And now, you, like, sort of lost your... You lost your physical body. Now you're inside like a computer, and there is money, there is Bitcoin, everything there, like a point, like in arcade, like, and you just like ching ching, and now you are inside the server matrix because that's what you wanted. Actually, you just didn't know how the technology working. Well, sometimes you don't know things. You should ask. You could ask. Why you didn't ask? No one was asking. Everyone just Bitcoin, and suck crypto and sucked you inside and scripted yourself. Actually,
I see. Do you think? Okay, that's a good point. But how would you say surviving is going to happen if you wish to not be in the matrix? Right? If all of money is going toward this this invisible thing that is possibly going to suck you further in, how would you say people are going to get around that thing with if we don't want to be sucked fully 100% into the matrix? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the
how
work?
are they gonna do?
What's the workaround?
So
In the woods.
It's all about the mind and about the thinking, isn't it? What you want, you're gonna get. This is that's what we're flipping the mind now. So it's the mind control. It's actually MK Ultra is working in this world. That's why all this chemical in the sky is part of it, because you breathe it in and it needs to access your mind. Then there is like all the chemicals in the shop. It's transhumanism. They want to convert into the digital or make you a battery or something. So, and it's the want, what you want in life. What you want in life, you're gonna get. So, you need to move the attention from what we want. So, do we want to value things as their real value, or do we want to value things from money side in our world? So we need to flip now and start valuing as it is. Like, let's value as it is, and later add the money price to it or something. You need to flip the mind. What is the first one? Because now I go in. Let's say I went into some restaurant. They were not so careful about me. They were careful about their money, if they're gonna get it or not. Too much.
Yep.
And this is the dream world, because they forgot to serve me, or they forgot to make the food nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever is thinking about the money while they're making food, they're gonna arrive in the matrix. Whoever is thinking about the food and putting the heart into the food when they're making the food is gonna be living in reality. In that one. It's in the mind.
Right.
It's dragging. It's the karma time. It's like, you get the karma what you want. You want that one, you're gonna get this one. You want this one, you're gonna get that one. It's just all the time. And once you wish something, the circumstances, all the conditions starts to arrive to you, because universe is delivering it to you. So greediness is a problem, isn't it? Greediness, because the greediness can drag you into the wanting money and doing anything for them.
Right.
Not doing what you're creating. Whatever, so the more real, so it's gonna drag into this digital. It's gonna drag encoding, because the main aspect of life is money, or the main aspect of life can be love. The main aspect of life can be many things. Experience, maybe someone growth, maybe someone wants to what they want to achieve in life. It depends. Because now people scared. A lot of people scared that they weren't gonna be vaccinated or dragged into the matrix, but maybe they wanted it. Maybe they were watching a lot of movies like Matrix, Avatar, a lot of movies like Fifth Element. Even when I was a kid, there was a movies let's say I'm 42 years old, let's say, but when I was a kid, there was those movies like the Star Wars, or maybe there was another movies like
Total Recall. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah. But there was lawn man, that he was doing the lawns and then went into the matrix. I remember this one.
I don't remember that one.
Lawns, he was
he was a gardener,
cutting the lawns, and then there was the scientist, and he had a kid, and the kid was playing this game, going into this sort of matrix and playing the spiritual game. And then there was the guy who was cutting the grass in their house, and then the guy was coming sometimes with his kid to play and become really good. And basically at the end of the day, he moved himself into this, he was winning so much on this one, and that he and then sort of this experiment went into this thing that he went into the computer. No, and then the thing is happened that if he's gonna arrive into the computer, you're gonna know because all the world is gonna know. And when the movie finished, all the phone calls started to ring. All the phone calls of the world started to ring. It was a message that he's inside the machine already. He's inside the... So basically, and when you're a kid, you sort of excited seeing this.
Right.
And maybe you start to want it, you start to want it, or you give acceptance to it, or allowance to it. Whatever you like, you want to experience it or something like that. And basically that's why the movies were created. Hollywood is for the mind control. So all the society, we are manifesting what is that one. So it's dragging us. So now is the Matrix time, isn't it? Like sort of this fifth element time. Whoever wanted it so much, they're gonna be dragged into it. And if you don't but why to be scared? I mean, if they wanted it so much, why everyone was now scared so much like that? Robocop, you remember, halfway human, halfway robot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's happening now, manifesting now. Robocop movie was then, but it took so many years because we needed to work. We go to work, we extract metal, building cars, and now it's like the time for Robocop. Now time for we built it. Just look at this, 20 years, man, 25 years. It's there now. Welcome, now you are inside Robocop. What's the problem? You wanted it. Everyone wanted it. Excited. Oh, Robocop. Now you are gonna be Robocop. What's the problem, guys? You don't take responsibility for your needs?
I don't know if people are ready to. I don't know if people are ready to get what they want.
Yeah.
They're not ready for that.
But they maybe they are not ready. Who's asking ready or not? Delivering, Cosmo, delivering. Wanted it. Not ready, not no. I was asking. So this is the case. I was looking for it. I was looking at it and thinking, whatever I want is a responsibility. It's not just I want this, I want that, give it to me, give it. I see greediness. No, I'm not greedy. So I see need to be careful with wants, with wishes, with things, because I'm gonna ask too much. I'm not gonna be excuse me. Yeah.
Yep.
This is what's happening. Is people they ask for too much and now time. Isn't it not? Too much greed, like I meant too. Oh, I want this, I want that. Time. I know. Oh, no, excuse me. So what? Now get it, man. Get into the Robocop. We're gonna fly to the stars. Now Elon Musk preparing to the moon, to the Mars, everything. Chicks flying saucer.
Yeah. That's a good point, and I think with the religious aspect also, the people that are all into the religions, I think for them also that's going to come true, right? Like the Savior is going to come floating down the clouds for some people.
Everyone is going to get what they want.
Are they ready for that? Yeah. I don't know if they're actually ready.
Because Elon Musk just now I saw the ads, Elon Musk want to put the satellite with ads, like Coca-Cola or something. So anything like Jesus Christ, Allah coming, the Black Saturn, Black Sun, the fascist is going to be very happy. Gonna get effect. The fascist is gonna sit with his remote control and look, I put Coca-Cola in the sky and they're going crazy. My sales are going good. I see this world as parody and a little bit like a very nice humor. The one, they say the Illuminati, some force. The ones who's running this one, very, very, very humor. They have very humor. Look at this world. It's really like a comedy. It's not to be this crying now. It's more. We need to convert it into laughing time.
It's a clown show. It's a clown show, but say the creators of the show, right? They're writing a comedy, they're writing a satire, but they don't want the audience to laugh. So if someone starts laughing, they're like, no, you're going to jail now. No laughing allowed. Right?
So let's laugh then. I know. How it is following, because I was being sort of followed by this I'm in this category of targeted individuals, by the government,
Illuminati's coming after you.
They all because it helps, because I sent herbs to people and they become strong and fit and all that. It's going against the games. We need to become all weak and we need to become all connected to the computer. Now I'm suddenly disconnecting and getting them free. So you know what I mean? So
Yep.
you need to run around after me.
So how do they target you? Can you share some of that?
So basically it was targeted. Actually, it's like I opened the business of herbs, and they sent sort of like business partners and things like that, and sort of later it turned into really, really bad things, into really bad things, just to shut it all down, to shut all this business.
So they just tried sabotaging your herb business?
Yeah, it's like sabotaging and also not just, it's happening not just with government things, it's happening with people.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's mind control you're talking about, right? Have you heard of you've heard of street theater?
What's that about?
It's part of targeted individuals where I think it is a supercomputer that runs like overlays that happen around you while you're interacting with other people, walking around, etc. And the people that talk about street theater, they will say anywhere they go, whether they're taking a bus ride somewhere or they're going to the store, around them there will be people acting strange, specifically towards them. So it's like the thing is putting on a show for you as the targeted individual, but it's not necessarily a good show. It's not necessarily a fun show, right? It's a strange, odd show.
For me, it used to happen things like very strange. The AI used to lead me. Let's say, sometimes you drive the car and you suddenly start to see the numbers. 777 or 88. Did it happen to you, like, or the clock, like 1212?
I always see 1111. I see that one a lot.
Yeah, but suddenly it starts to show me like 777. And see, in London, I'm driving, like, and then okay, then I see then there's another car, like again it's showing me, and again, what is going on here? It's really strange, And I start to follow that car, and I start to see another, and I come from the corner into the street, and I see all the cars with the same numbers, sort of like 777.
Oh yeah.
No, that was too much. That was too much. Like completely, like poof. Too much. This was already showing me that it was already connecting.
Did it freak you out? Did you freak out? Like bother you?
Because I was actually investigating why it's happening. Why it's happening. Because it started to happen more. It started to happen more and more and more and more, and started to sort of give attention to it.
Yeah.
And it sort of went explosion, like sort of went into the street where there is all these number plates. It started to show me that actually, what you actually gonna want, you're gonna get. Even we're gonna put you in the street with all these number plates if you want. If you're asking for it so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this effect. This effect. But the thing is that this effect happening with me and these things more like powerful things like synchronization or things like that, and this machine starts to like sort of talk to you with it through these things.
Yeah.
When I'm becoming more healthy and in tune with myself, with my spirit. Because I feel that I'm already inside the matrix, inside the machine. I already feel now. Because when I take, some, let's say, I used to like a lot of acid, in the younger days, psytrance, and then late mushrooms, then let's say ayahuasca, things like that. Then we go into the DMT, and if I take the DMT, let's say there is this echo, and there is like, I'm like inside a machine, like inside a machine.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very digital, very digital. And Changa is a bit different because I think there is a sort of another spirit, another plug you put into the mix. But the thing is that, so what is this spirit then? What? The spirit is the effect. The spirit is the thing. What is me? Who I am? For example, for me, it happened one time. This thing that I took a lot of mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
I look in the mirror. My face starts to change. It was changing. And then suddenly, you know what? I used to analyze those things because I like analyzing, I take something, I go to museum, I take something, analyzing things.
Yeah, right.
And then I look in the mirror, I'm not going crazy here. I'm seeing that there is those faces changing, but I'm all right. And I'm thinking, you know what I mean? How come I can see so many faces now at this time? I mean, I'm excited, but I want to ask the question to somebody, whoever showed me those faces.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Excuse me. One thing and another thing. How many bloody faces I can see now, so fast changing. How many you can show me? And I ask, how many you can show me? Show me all. And then you want to see. Someone's really actually talking to me. It looks like, yes. Okay then. And then you know what's happened?
What?
Faces start to change. I'm sort of an elephant, I can be, and this one, and an alien, and anything, Draco, reptilian, this one, that one. Oh my god! And I like, and I see it's not fitting anymore. It's showing expansion more, because we need to show bigger faces, bigger faces, more, faster. Shit, like it's turned into something like weird, and they show, okay, you want to see it all, and then tuk. Someone took like hooks, and pulled it all, like like pulling like everything completely, like. Zoof! And I dropped, I dropped with my body, and darkness, finish. And suddenly I start to see on the left and on the right, two fire, places in the dark, far away, like two fireplaces, one on the left, one. And those fireplaces start to burn more, and suddenly the column, like a column on one side and on the right side, arrived from the fire, like a golden, like, and above triple arc, like, and I see like, what is that, man? It's like arc, like arc, and suddenly this creature coming out with triple head, woo,
triple head,
and like creature coming out with triple head, like like a creature, like from this triple arc, from this like two columns, like J and B, and all this, like this starts to happen, and I see like, what is this stuff in front of me, like, wow, like huge, and he's asking me telepathically, like very disappointed, very angry, and asking me, who am I? And I'm looking at myself, I don't see my body, and I'm looking behind, I don't see nothing, like, I mean, what the fuck, and I don't, and I'm not lying in life, you see, I'm not lying, I'm honest. I discipline myself not to lie, really, and the same I'm doing there, like, I mean, I cannot lie, I don't know who I am. Am I Giedrius or Gio? Am I not know body this one? And I don't even know. Okay, I see this angry that I'm not asking second question. So where are you coming from? And then I'm like looking again. I even don't fucking know where I'm coming from anymore. Sort of like, I look, I sort of, and then where are you going? And I'm thinking, so where am I going? These are really important questions, Who am I? Where I'm coming from? And where am I going? Three questions. And I was not able to answer them because it was just too much, and I'm not lying, and I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know how I arrived here. I don't know where I'm coming from. And suddenly, because I couldn't answer, there was this, and a little bit of fear, sort of, because I don't fear in life. I really go straight, And a little bit of I'm already losing the control of something here, because nothing happening in me like that. I never lose control. Never. All the time punches everywhere. And switched off again. And I start to hear these voices. Giedrius, this is my name. Giedrius. And I start to see something blue. I see some white. Someone's eyes. And there was my girlfriend, she started to like wake me up because I was dropped in the bathroom, sort of dropped dead. And I was dead. She said that I was dead, I was white, and my lips were black, and I was like lying there. And she was doing this to me, and I was like sort of passed out. And basically I start to see that she's calling my name, and then I start to remember. I remember everything. I remember this incident, and I remember this, and I suddenly start to be scared so much. Am I dead or something? And I feel like I cannot move my body. What is this? I can see, like, but I'm still, I'm numb. And I started to see how I'm getting my information. Like, basically, I start to be numb from the eyes, and slowly from here, and start to see this electricity, and slowly here, and slowly everywhere. Slowly my body is filling with heat and with electricity. I start to feel that I'm becoming alive. This feeling, man, this is really, like, really was one of, like, strongest in my life. And basically, and I started scared, and this shock, you get the shock, a lot of adrenaline, because of scared that I was dead, and am I gonna be still moving, not moving? I'm sort of worried, Okay, I'm moving, and the muscle is moving, and I walked like with with my legs and arms into the bed, and I just sort of remember this moment. I remember what's happened. I remember it, and look, and I start to see again the psychedelic of the mushroom. Like it start to come back to me.
Uh-huh.
Start to come back to me, and I relax, and I start to tell this story to my girlfriend. What's happened to me? That I met this archon. Okay, we're gonna come to archons now.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that they start to ask me questions, blah 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 blah, and what the fuck, what is this, and blah blah blah, and then I started to research, like sort of Google something. After 6-7 years of research, deeply, I start to come into this text. Maybe once you're gonna die and your body's gonna, already finish, you might arrive into Archon station, in the moon, sort of like in the station.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like in the moon or something. And then triple entities might, triple sort of entity might attack you, and they are like thieves of souls. They are the thieves of souls that they call archons.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you might arrive in the station, and basically they might interrogate you, and sort of try to steal your soul. And they are very, very sort of, they're gonna start asking questions, and if you're gonna answer it wrong, you're gonna lose the game, sort of this like a chess, because the information is a tool. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna sort of lose the game, and you're gonna come back, or if you're gonna win the game, we're gonna let you through, and you're gonna see other worlds, not just here, isn't it, where we are stuck and everyone wants maybe to leave, and someone.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to see other worlds.
That'd be nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now, I'll give you like the book. There is Nag Hammadi, scriptures. Did you ever heard about it?
Mm-hmm.
Nag Hammadi scriptures.
I've heard of them, yeah.
So inside this book, everything is written there. That what's gonna happen. The archons, and they're gonna do. They're gonna ask, interrogate you, and they're gonna ask questions. And if you're gonna answer, and they're gonna and in this book, they are showing. I think it's a passage of John. I don't remember which one. There was a passage of John, and basically there was a teacher and a student, and the student was asking when you die, when you pass the pangs of death, and the scary part, and then you might arrive in this place. Basically, you will find it. I'll give a link. There was this guy, John, from Amsterdam there, and he was analyzing this, and John, and he was giving a lot of comments about this book, these archons here ruling this world, mm-hmm. hidden forces, and this and that, and this is actually, it might be right, might be right, that's why I arrived, might be right. So so basically they ask you, so in this book actually there is questions and answers, and the answers are simple, like where you're coming from. So you say where you're coming from. So basically, well, you need to answer the correctly. You're coming from source. Basically, I'm coming back to the source. I'm coming from this matrix, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And who am I? I'm the child of source. Because to say who am I is very difficult.
So you don't just give your straw man name? You don't say I'm Giedrius?
No. This is gonna be funny, Giedrius is here. What about Giedrius over there? Show me your papers or something.
The archons.
So who we are? There is a question. Who we are? Who
right.
you are? Who am I?
That's the question.
It's very difficult to answer, isn't it? Because it's difficult to answer.
Well, it's multi-layered, right? Even if you consider yourself, I'm a child of God, or I'm a piece of source, you are still, I'm Gary still to some aspect, you're Giedrius to some aspect.
Yeah.
And you can't say in this moment I am also everything, like I am the tree over there and I'm Andrea over here. We are in a
no, you cannot.
We are in a sense connected, but we're not all exactly the same. So we do have individuality, but
let's say
it changes as you move through life. Like sometimes you're more of something, sometimes you're less of something.
Yeah. But still, I need to answer. I cannot lie, and I need to answer somehow. But mm-hmm. I cannot lie, so I need to give something. So what to give?
What did you give?
Not to lie.
You said you didn't know, right?
I didn't know, so that's why I don't say, because I don't lie. Like I don't lie, I don't know. But I didn't say that I don't know. It was, the thing is that it was like angry a little bit and sort of like fast, give me the answers fast. And next question, if you don't answer, next question sort of like fast, or we go through this fast, or something like a teacher, like you see, like it's in the school, man. It's just a copy. It's just like and how you gonna feel now? You're coming to the board and the teacher is asking you, and what you're gonna create. I would never sort of create bullshit, sort of. If I don't know, but I need to still think, something, and there was not enough time. But the thing is that later I see these answers written in this book because the guy is giving the answers. He's telling that.
So basically, say that you're coming from source and that you're going back there.
No. Basically,
no, you're coming from the matrix, going back to source.
I'm a child of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the moment I am coming back to the source. Yeah, I was part of it. Yeah. And now I'm coming back to the source. There is exact, answers there. I'm gonna give a link later or something if we needed it, like or something. Yeah. There is metaphysics.org. There was, I think this was disappeared. Because it's many years, there, and some people they come across it, and some people they find it, because there is archons. People they don't know who is archons. Where are they? What's going on? There is sort of hidden forces. But when I see, because my background was, I started from childhood with computers. Very, very young age. When I started to read the books, when I just started to sort of not... My rule is not to read the book like some from somebody, but like technical things, When I started to recognize the letters and everything, I already started to write a code inside the computer like a basic. There was a book, there was a game, and I wanted to play the game. And basically, it wasn't in the book on the basic language. And I had to enter it into the computer, and then it's supposed to sort of work, and it was not working. It had to sort of like make it work, and then that's how the mind started to build, and that's how I was learning things. I was learning things sort of reverse engineering or something like that, more, because you take the computer and take the hard drive and look why it's moving, stopping it. When I was kid, and then there was first Seagate. 10 megabytes or something, and I'm already removing the screwdrivers and opening the head and looking why it's moving here, why it's moving. It's like, imagine, and then you get the bad sectors, and then you understand what you did, because there was dust, there was this damage, that's why you didn't read information. So I'm very, very with computers, I see how the hardware is working and how the software is working. So I cannot say that in this dimension I feel very organic or something. Is a lot of this computer thing. So I don't want to say that this computer is actually all the possibilities or something. It's 7 colors, rainbow.
I hope it's not all the possibilities.
Small computer, look at it. It's just a small one.
It's small, yeah, it's small.
It's not, yeah, so I would like to experience, not just this small machine, another like machines. Why just to get stuck in this one, 7 colors and all this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 0. We need in this to finish this exam. This is like an exam. This is like a small machine. To finish this exam, all you need to do, you need to learn to count till 9, because there's 9 numbers, and till 7, because there is 7 colors in the sky like this water, and this is it, and you finish the university. But people, they making it too difficult. They think that they need to learn all, like sort of become a scientist and fly with Elon Musk to the moon.
I wouldn't
understand,
I wouldn't fly with Elon Musk. No.
Anyways, we went somewhere now. So what are we doing here? What are we doing next? Are we updating the CPU with herbs? Like, because we're gonna implement the gold, we're gonna implement the platinum, silica, everything, and then the mind starts to work. Or are we getting the second part, or what's the time? Where we are?
I'm down for an upgrade. You want to send me some herbs? Oh, the time. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the first segment, so we can take a break here for 5 or 10 minutes and use the restroom or do whatever you need to do, and then we'll come back for the patrons-only segment. Again, patreon.com/snailshow to access mine and Giedrius. What is yours again called?
Patreon /Giedras. GIEDRAS.
AS or US?
AS. Giedrius is my name, but AS is like It's like a blue sky. It means blue sky, like a clear when there is no chemtrail.
Okay, I'll put that link down there as well so people can find you there. But yeah,
Thank you.
5 or 10 minutes, I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'll give you a new link.
Yeah, and then we're gonna in this chapter then I can give some solutions. Like because information people think that it's for free, but information is the most expensive thing because we live inside the machine. So
Yeah.
the information is really big value here, much bigger than money, much bigger than a lot because it's like So I'm gonna give some really tips. Very expensive information, and it's gonna be there, and you can apply it, and it's gonna boost, and then get more information with the boost. So
Perfect.
things there.
Sounds good,
Yeah.
Giedrius.
Okay,
I'll see
maybe
you.
maybe 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks.
Bye.